It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. The final act of the 2023 season is at hand. What a spectacle in Las Vegas. We're off in Super Bowl 58. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Walker complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Jackson repeated the last play, finding Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Pollard again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Here's Herbert. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. That's going deep for Bateman. They got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 92 yards. And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Roquan Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds. bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To the air again, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Hey, ram.
Again, Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Roquan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
first and 10. It's Jackson dancing to his left. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's dumped off to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're headed the chains now.
They need 2. Here's third down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now it's Herbert. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing it back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Jackson going to shift him around. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson rolling to his right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, report!
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bears will get the football back. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, 44 yards. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Hey, middle. Cut.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Pollard gets it off the option. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. There he goes, left side. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 22. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Flowers. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Pollard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Jackson. Buying time to his left. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
21. Home trip's right.
Herbert on first down now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there if it were me.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's go, let's go. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here to Ford.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
13. No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he steps away. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment,